See if I can switch scenes. This is the way. Hey, and all the cameras are working. I am no longer ill. Pretty sure I got hit with COVID. I was a miserable 5-day fever. What's new with you, Danger Hobo? Ooh, whoa. They moved that panel. Where am I? This is Port Olisar, and they moved that panel. Right? I think this is Port Olisar. No, Everest Arbor. Wow. It's the little things I notice. Don't move a panel on me. I will say something. Eat some eats, and we need some hydrations. 1 bite burrito, please. Yes, confirm purchase. Corsair, you're missing out. Hello there. This person is prepared. Got all their guns. Sit there and slam some water. They might have to make that a little bit more realistic. Have you ever seen someone sit there slam 2 waters? Just be like, yeah, that's normal. Martin Miggs, how's it going? Looks like an 07 to me. So you got yourself a Corsair. I picked up a Mule today, just before I got on. I'm tempted to buy more. I want to go try it. I know we can't really see the big value in it right now
to the ASOP vehicle
until cargo refactors in, but I do want to see it. Can I see it here? It's gonna be under Drake, right? It is on live now, right? It's not just on PTU. Am I wrong about that?
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I need to ask in chat, I think, because yeah, the Mule. Do you guys know if it's available in live, or is it still PTU? Like, I know it's available to buy in the store, which to me means it should be.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Should
Your
be
vehicle has been moved to the
available.
vehicle retrieval system. Please visit us again. Stand by. Goodbye. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Again.
Oh, in live, yeah. And I need to go visit the Drake show. I don't know why I feel like I need to go. I'll actually go see if they updated the Kraken at all. I doubt they did. So I'm not going to see it down here, obviously.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Now, the Andromeda is down at Lorville. Everything's down at Lorville.
Goodbye.
What a pain in the dick. But this is the way it's going to be. Better it be a pain in the ass now, and we get used to it, than the other way around, right? Well, let's take
Vehicle
the Scorpius
selected.
down.
Stand by.
Server funkiness? Yeah, I just
Vehicle has
logged
been
on. No
delivered
friends
to the
list.
following location. Please visit us again.
I think I saw that once during the Invictus thing. Hello? Pad 2. Hangar. Pad 2. Pad 2. Oh, ho, 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 I'm in your elevator. I'm now magically over here. Oh, I am following you. I have not been playing Star Citizen much. I have either been working like I was today or recovering from this COVID crap. That was just terrible. It was like 5 days of fever and chills. I got people telling me to go have a nice cool shower. And I need a hot shower. What? I need a helmet. What am I in right now? You know what I did? I ate. And I didn't put my helmet back on. Do I have a med pen? I do. Okay. And put you away. You have not been since the 90s. What are you in a bubble? I don't know. I don't think it's possible. I'm gonna melt this skin eventually because I'm going to upgrade this ship path through. I think this is still the ship of the month for me, the Scorpius, but I did get the Jedi skin because I needed to see that, the whole rebel. Who watched Kenobi? One of my viewers is still lending me their account, so I saw the first 2 episodes of Kenobi and well done script. Bad directing. Excellent acting by Ewan McGregor. And pretty darn good acting by the Sith Inquisitors. Are we gonna start the ship here now? Oh, I'm in the back. This doesn't look right. It's because it's not right. Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm not gonna spoil any of it. Like you guys know me, I'm not gonna spoil stuff, but it was really good. I can say something that you'll agree with. There is a chase scene, and it is really lame. And then there's another chase scene with the same involving one of the same characters, and it is also hilariously lame. And I don't know what kind of director makes that same mistake twice. It was terrible. I don't understand why they keep on trying to make it for it's such a dark subject for like Jedi Sith. It's a dark subject, and they try to make it like too kid friendly and almost obnoxiously ridiculous. Man, this cockpit's nice.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Okay, so we're going down.
Landing gear raised.
Thank you. And please visit.
Oh, and then I had food poisoning, what, like 3 weeks ago.
Water drive is now on.
You can't trust pub food. And I'm never eating from that pub again. You just know their staff, their cooks are like too busy to do a good job. Or don't care.
Water drive is now off.
I can go across the street to, you know, professional restaurant like Earl's, and that's a professional kitchen. You can see into it. You can see how they're working. Most pubs, you just know they're just like hiring generic stuff from generic restaurant suppliers. No love of the craft because they just need to output to a bunch of drunks.
Hello, and thank you for contacting
If you see me coughing, don't worry. It might look like I'm dying. I'm not. That was 2 days ago. And okay.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Deployed.
Frozen garnish, I know, right? I can't imagine seeing that. Bet it exists. Because who really cares about garnish, right? Are we getting something here? Oh, over there. Hello, hello. Hello there. Oh, we haven't heard that in Kenobi. I just spoiled that. Did they just give me an extra large hangar from my extra special ship? Amazing. Damn right. Bam. Landed like an F-18. Did the wife get it too? Actually, kicked her out. I asked her to leave a while ago. I asked her to do some things to respect place and my sleep, and she said I asked her to do that or get out, and she said I don't think this is gonna work, so, and I said fine. I mean, that is up to you. Respect and sleep, that's all I ask for. If you can't give me those things, then it's okay. You know, I miss her, but I sleep so well. And the funniest part was all the things that I asked, and they were minor. It was a couple things. She did them all in the last few weeks before she left.
Welcome to the
So,
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
well, almost. There was one thing. She just couldn't come home in a decent hour. I mean, you never mess with anyone's sleep, and you don't mess with their money. You just don't do that. That'll make anybody angry. Now, I think if I wanted to spawn it here, technically, I'd have to go to one of the other ground launches, which I'm not going to take the time to go do that. We're going to launch a... Let's see what I have set up here.
Goodbye.
I mean, after seeing the Amber Turd Johnny Depp trial and looking at all the memes and seeing all the evidence, like, I already knew going in it was Amber that was the problem. Everyone knew. But I am so glad I've never had a girlfriend that has been like that. That is crazy. And it's sad. And I feel 100% confident that that jury is smart enough to realize what a monster that woman is.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
And Johnny will be redeemed. And he's probably never gonna see the money from that, but if she makes anything more,
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
it goes to him, and I hope he does something hilarious with it too, like donates it to not the ACLU or whatever the secondary charity was, but finds another children's foundation to donate a bunch of it to, or all of it to. Just a double spider.
Our vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Unable to access that ship at this time.
Okay.
Apologize for any inconvenience.
And then it shows up at Hangar
Please
7.
visit us again.
So there's still some server lag. That's okay. Is the Drake event going to be over at Orson? Anyone know? I haven't looked it up. I'm betting it would make sense. It's there. They're always in the same area. Hangar 7. You know, I've had two women that they're crazy, and I got out of the way quick. One of them not quick enough, one of them right away. I'm trying to think if there's any more. Ship's already powered up? No. The HUD's powered up.
You are clear to launch.
Welcome to Rocket Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Hey, the ship can take off on its own. What ship was it? Was it this one that couldn't take off? On Hurston last time? I don't know, a couple patches ago. I think I did it on stream. I think it was the assist. Proximity assist was not allowing it to take off. Okay, let's go to aerial. Pick this mule up. It has red signs. We'll go check it out. Do you know? I actually want to see the layout. I think Drake, for me, varies the most in its layout. But I mean, what did they add? They're gonna have the steel in there, and they're gonna have the mule. Really hope they updated the Kraken. They should really throw a teaser in there one year, like before they launch the Kraken, and have like the nose of it or something sitting in the lobby, and that's your way in. Maybe I should work for marketing. Maybe marketing should work for me. Ada? Attack? Let's go to Ada and then flip around. Oh yeah, the bug. The bug in here. Did they fix it this patch? Shield holes and all? And there's Ariel. I said flip it, and I did. Or maybe I didn't say flip it out loud, but I thought it. No, it's the same. Damn. There's so many like ships I want them to just touch up like that. I'd really like them to just take a quick glance at the Hornet and just see if they can quickly tune something up on it. Spend a day. Deck or Lathan? It looks like Lathan straight down. You still haven't added the cat elevators? Cat elevators. Are you talking about like the main one to get in? That's not still broken, is it? AD4B instead of the spinal mount. It's pretty solid. You're talking about on the Buccaneer there, the AD4B, right? Right. Yeah, I mean, when's that gonna happen? I mean, you'd think it would be something they would work on slightly before the cargo refactor or during the cargo refactor so that the Mule could actually get up onto it. I don't know. You know, it's funny with seeing that the Mule came out, my immediate thought was I thought we were doing tractor beams. I didn't think we were going to have a physical ground vehicle do things. Like we seem to have this really cool tractor tech, and if I was big enough, I could move the object with the tractor beam. And then if it was too big, then I'd have to have a vehicle move it with a tractor beam. But I guess I was wrong. Don't know what I was thinking. I guess I thought that would be efficient. And I guess I was wrong. CIG has other ideas about efficiency. I wish my voice would stay like this. It's a little bit more raspy because of the cold, but you should have seen me the other day. I brought the Scorpius in the hangar. Nose. Just wham. Just landed it perfect. So fast. Like I hadn't stopped playing. Spectre, how's it going, buddy? What's new with you, man? Yeah, so I don't know. Like, am I wrong in thinking that? Like, did you guys think they were gonna have a physicalized wheeled loader? Do you guys think it's necessary? Like, I just don't know. I just thought this button was gonna work too. Hello, button. I like the button. Cargo bay button. Oh. Oh, man. Come on. What's it doing? Why does it have to be so precise? Wow, it's like right on the edge. It wants you to click it. Okay. Do you think it's gonna help out with delivery missions? Do you really think it's gonna help? I mean, because it's got the big, whoa. Wow, that just let me walk straight through. Do you really think it's gonna help with delivery missions? Or maybe they're gonna give different delivery missions. I mean, I didn't think about that. I mean, that could make...
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
I don't know.
retrieval system.
Delivery, I mean, things could change a lot. Maybe you save a ton of money. Just a ton of money. Just putting the freight on your ship yourself. There's this whole auto-loading thing, right? It's gonna disappear, right? Where is it? Okay, it's at the top. Strike. Drake. There it is. I bought one. Oh, I gotta claim it because it's over at Lorville.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Right. Retrieve.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Oh, it came with a skin too.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Oh, I can't use the skin because the skin is sitting over at Lorville, right? How dumb is that? Okay, but we got the mule. So now if I want to use the skin, I have to go back to Lorville. Take it off the ship. Park it at one of the ground vehicle locations. Customize it. Pull it back out. Like... open door. And this is what the rock should have been. It should have been fully sealed. So what fits in here? That looks like it grabs another SEU from behind. I guess I didn't do any research on this thing. I'm sorry. Battery, power plant. Hey, things are pretty gold standard on it. Look at that. Hello. Show me all your goodies. They just... It's almost like they know what they've... It's like they've been building ships for years or something. They just... Right? There's another one. Oh, inventory. Oh ho ho. One SEU. Okay, we could open up all this stuff. Or we could drive this thing. Before the server decides to despawn. Okay, so to enter the driver's seat, I can't click on the seat. I have to go click on the button to pull out the driver's seat to get into it. It makes sense, but this annoys the heck out of me because this is what the rock should have been. The rock never should have been exposed to the environment once you're in it. It's ridiculous. So I am already liking everything about this vehicle so far for what they've said its purpose is. Whoa, ho, ho, she's so fast. She tilts. Dude. I mean, it's not fast like a hover bike, but... Have they told us what the... I mean, I guess your advantage of having a wheeled vehicle over a hover vehicle is your energy signature should be way smaller, right? Yeah, this thing just looks rock solid. Let's take it off some rad jumps, man. Yeah. Just rock solid. Never take it off any rad jumps. Dude. Okay. Took it like a champ. It looked a little bit weird when it did it, but nobody wants a vehicle that flips on its back. And it should fit into this ship easily. It's got so much room. I think you could almost fit 2. But I think you need 2, but if you were transporting them, you might be able to fit 4 total. Just for transportation purposes, not for profit. I pretty much say that's a guarantee according to the artwork along the bottom. Yeah, you can easily fit 4. Cool. And it's still easy to get out. There's no silly eject sequence, so. Kanye's West Sherpa. Oh yeah, I didn't bring out the little. So, you can grab an SEU from the front and store an SEU underneath. Does that seem to be what the protocol is? We have no way to test this, right? Because we don't have physicalized inventory yet. Because they're still working on it. But is anyone quickly confirm for me is that the plan? Carry an SEU and store an SEU? Dude, the lighting in the cockpit looks so good. That feels realistic. Open the door. I was gonna laugh if it had an eject button. Dude, that's gotta be the nicest Drake seat you've ever seen. It's almost too nice. Those are the cheapest joysticks I've ever seen, though. Oh my god. Kidding. Anyways. So you think it holds one in the back and the front might be able to lift one more. Right. And then 3 mission sized boxes on those side racks. I can see the side rack ones being like handy for doing drop offs. You know, the time sensitive ones. I could see that being handy. Some of those time-sensitive ones are just in weird locations, though, where you just got to hand bomb them. But once you get them on top of the ship or into the ship, then hand bomb them onto that guy, and then driving to the drop-off location once you land there. I mean, I think that's pretty handy. Okay. Now, so we've had our little spin. We'll go somewhere else eventually with it, but we're gonna go to the convention. Got that me? I got that marker. I think that marker is the mule in the back of the ship. I don't think I should be showing markers for vehicles on board my ship. That's kind of confusing. can possibly jump. Sorry for the late show. Now that I'm better, I'm back to 12-hour days. I think I'm on for the next, including today, it's 5 days straight, 12-hour days. And then I gotta ask for 2 shifts. Because I missed 2 shifts because I was sick. The scuba jet things to hold on to and move around items underwater. I feel like we need something like that to loot multiple 0G boxes at one time. Ship becomes red, so then you have the red contact behind you constantly. The Pisces. Did anyone else see the value in the Mule and get one with either buy or store credit or war bond? I think there's value in it. It's I don't know if CIG did a good enough job at showing us how necessary it might be in terms of what a operation might look like and what it might require. In their mind, I'm sure they would run numbers, you know. If this vehicle is running 1 SEU and it takes a guy to move it from here to there. You grabbed one since I think it will have some use in the... Yeah, I think it's gonna... Well, I don't know about the Banner Merchantman because the pictures we saw of the Banner Merchantman, it looks like it has a tractor beam inside the cargo bay. It's the initial getting onto the hovering ramp that goes up that I think it would probably shine if it was to shine anywhere. But I think once you get into that cargo bay, I think it's all tractor beam. And I could be totally wrong. And if you want, we can go look at the pictures. You have a ton of in-game money. Hey, Kaz, how you doing, man? 07. A forklift. The Argo UPS truck. Well, don't we have that? That's the raft, sort of. Sort of. I mean, I guess the raft is like 3 UPS trucks. So we have Alien Week, right? Is a week after Invictus or something like that? Am I wrong about that? My memory failing me? If it is, do you guys like they've been dead silent on the Banner Merchantman? I can't imagine it would be done I just can't imagine. But I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. If we have a walkthrough on it. An almost done walkthrough. I think that's gonna be, I think, except for the people that buy money ahead of time from CIG, I think there's gonna be a lot of big empty ships at the beginning of the game. And those players that haven't been playing Star Citizen and then are there for day one fly around in their big ships with the money they bought, and then they go, oh, this is costing a lot of money to do. I need to figure out how to make money now. I think that's gonna happen. I can't see the space for it. There it is. Right where the reticle is. Look for the X and the L. So what do you guys think? Do you think the Merchant Man's gonna show up for Alien Week? Or do you think it's end of year thing or a next year thing? I feel like it was 6 months ago when they were like white box stage and they're showing in these big boxes. I mean, we could probably go back into the subscriber den and I can go pull up the pictures of it. And I bet you, is it 6 months ago? Is time going that fast? You melted your Starfarer to Corsair. You can always buy it back. You think the Merchant Man's is still the way out? Yeah. I would have a feeling it would be end of year. Like, how long did it take for them to do the Carrack when they said they were working on it? Okay, time to cough. Hold on. So good.
Hello, and thank you for contacting EDL.
Yeah, 6 months. Yeah.
Please proceed to assign
I think it's got to be a year at least of them working on it. Unless they like poured a whole bunch of team on it. But for me, it's been like they've been quiet. Like there was all this hype. Here's the landing gear. Here's their phases. And then silence. No more updates.
Landing gear deployed.
Check out that landing. Can we stick it? Yeah. You doubted me. I know you did. Just for a second.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Yeah, let's just leave it running. Final Eclipse, how you doing, man? Thanks for watching me over on YouTube. I will eventually turn my affiliate back on with Twitch if they keep to all the rumors that came out. And that was that they would not make exclusivity happen still. And then the other dirty rumors with that were that they would be changing the split, but I'm more concerned about the exclusivity. So small, like that, it's the edge of the button. What is wrong with them? That edge works, and that edge works. Dude, it's still here. It's still in the same position. It didn't rattle around. I'm rattling around. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So weird. Go just close that door. I'm just glad it didn't blow up. I mean, what do you do? I mean, the next part of this thing would be, these will be our own hangars, right? We'll be renting them out and maybe offloading the cargo into these side things with a mule. And how are you going to do that if there's no vehicle here or no tractor beam in here? Are you going to do it manually? You have to let the facilities do it, charge you more. There might be a real advantage to having a mule. This is why it's like they show us the product. They give us the base context. I think they should have given us more areas where they just flat out say, this is where it's going to speed you up. Here, 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 and here. You want this product. Like, give me a sales pitch, right? And then they should also be saying, hey, like, there's going to be other vehicles like this, or this is going to be the only one for probably the next 2 years. Hello, Star Citizen. Some people's children. Follow the red, hey? Over by the Chairman's Club. Mando was confirmed for season 3, says Final over on YouTube. Nice. I just caught Kenobi the other day. I watched both episodes twice. Yeah, dude, why am I falling? I didn't even go through the elevator. Oh, man. And I lost all my gear. Dude, I was just standing there. I literally didn't go through the elevator. Dude, it's going to spawn me all the way back on Lorville. Terrible. Thank goodness we have epic music to play us out of. Ah, how does that happen? That'd be fantastic. But no, I'm on Lorville. You want to know why? Because it's this terrible epic Maria Hope thing. Damn. You died, so we delivered your body across the verse.
Philanthropic inspiration to the millions of lives she's touched. This hospital is proud to be named after the unparalleled Maria Hurston. To honor her work and her memory, we will be sharing select excerpts from her seminal work, Dynamics of a Mindful
They need to add more excerpts.
We encourage
And they need to hear it less often.
And a pure heart.
Like brainwashing. It's like, is it 1984?
In her book, Dynamics
Obey,
of a Mindful Life,
buy,
Maria
work.
Hurston reminded us that
Do
good
stems,
health
but
is
not
the
too many
foundation
stems.
upon which all successful endeavors are built. That's why it is so important.
I should have alt F forward. Someone quick thinking who wasn't just sick would have probably alt F forward. I was not expecting that. The game probably would have just said, nah, you died anyways. Literally, just, I think I must have been like 6 feet from the elevator. I wasn't even pressing forward. Disappeared. No floors.
Or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous.
Oh yeah, the power suit thing. Sorry, I'm just going backwards through chat. That power suit thing, I almost forgot about it. So I lost all that armor, all those guns, all that prep.
Be considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not block doors.
I think we're at the point as soon, I mean, they've already done inventory.
Next stop,
They just need to allow us to have sets. You know, you go carry 200 of the armors you like, create a set out of it, you spawn out of bed, set one, done. I can't get any of my weapons to show up. Even after hitting sort. Now arriving. A man who fell through the world. I was in the heavens of Orison. I fell through back to hell. All the way back to Lorville. Yeah, that falling through instant death thing kind of annoying. So my ship is over there, right? It's stored. What are we gonna fly over there? What do we got? That's fast. I believe I don't need to reconfigure the Inferno.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
I may need fall through the world going to visit a one of the most dangerous ship displays. Vehicles without ejection seats. Hey, extra large hangar for you. This is why you don't buy a large house. Because you gotta do this. One end to the other. Years ago I had an install at a customer's house and very, very long apartment, and it's 3,000 square feet. I think it was probably more than that though. I thought it was so cool, and that was one of their comments: is you get tired after a while, and it gets old, and it makes you want a smaller place. I was like, okay, but I'm thinking space. Like, this is nice, right? Couple laps up in their house, moving around, doing stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is getting old. There's something about just the right size.
You are clear to launch.
That is perfect. What'd you guys think of the Star Wars Rebel Alliance Scorpius skin? The orange and white. At least I hope you guys saw it. It's pretty cool. Thanks for the lurk there, Danger Hobo. Is there another Obi-Wan up? Like in episode 3? Such a badass ship. Cornfed, how's it going, man? That's okay, because I have not been able to be around as much as I want to be. I told you guys it was going to happen. I was going to be working 12-hour days, 7 days a week. And then I realized I wasn't getting paid enough, and I was losing all my free time for nothing.
Travel engaged.
And then I got sick. But I'm alright. Oh, you have 2 listed. Yeah. Yeah, they're good. But I will tell you, those 2 chase scenes with the same character at different parts in the show, I mean, oh my god. I'm just like, are you kidding me? It's just ridiculous. And I don't know who they were doing the chase scenes for, but keep feeling like Disney is writing all these for kids instead of for adults. Heavy content. I gotta grab a water and a cough lozenge. I'll be right back. So, 8 to go. So we're going to see the Drake show for anyone that just got here. And hopefully this time I don't fall through the floor before I even get close to the elevator. Did they up more details? I don't remember all this tubing back here. It's either details I'm forgetting or they're adding after the fact. Ah, there's definitely more detail. That hose under there, all that grating. I swear they've updated stuff. That's a big funny star. Wow, you really... It doesn't spin up like it used to. It used to like be like, let's go. I mean, it starts firing right away. Hmm. Here's our latest giveaway. I need to change that. The giveaway is a month old now, and I never made a new one. Let's go change our timers. Thank you for watching, everybody. This is under timers. World giveaway. Turn that off. There you go. That shouldn't be there anymore. I had to get the most potent cough lozenge to numb my throat for this cold. Felt like it was tearing itself apart. Well, at least we don't have to travel much through Orison to get to it. It's right off where we're landing. And it's too bad, like that. I don't know if I can recover my corpse. I doubt it, because it's under the ground. But if I could have... I wonder if the game put it in local inventory here. That'd be so nice, because I wouldn't mind seeing that Ninetales thing if it's still going. I've seen a couple players go over to it on some videos online, but I never investigated the whole scoop of it. What is that extra? What is that extra marker? Is this a fix for the Inferno? You guys see that, right?
Thank you, and please visit again. Hello, and thank you for contacting EDL Landing Assist.
I am curious to what
Please proceed
that
to
is.
sign landing bay.
If that's like a new way where you're aiming with this ship, or if that's just a bug. I wish I had a way of drawing it out to you real simple where I'm seeing that. It's like right to the right of the reticle. It's a little triangle.
Landing gear down.
Oh, okay, we're gonna crash. Nope, nope, oh, we're crashing. Ugh.
Docking contact received.
Docking contact received. Okay, we definitely lost a bit of yeah. Ooh, look at that damage. Let's fix it quick. repair. No service required. I'm not landed. I am landed. Doors closing. Okay, whatever. Terrible landing. F for fail. Ash, how you doing, man? Thanks for the welcome back. What's new? This is attempt 2 to go see the Drake show. Last time we fell through the floor near the elevator before getting into it. These tire tracks are obviously from a mule. Why would tire tracks go to an elevator that it would be able to fit through? Maybe that's a Drake. Maybe that's like a walk this way thing. Right? Call the elevator, not fall through the floor. Martin Miggs. Shit, definitely got a scratch. It was a terrible landing. I have no problem admitting that. Where is our elevator? It says it's called. Here we go. And it's going down. I haven't seen the show on anyone else's YouTube or Twitch or anything, so this is all fresh for me.
Well, Defensecon's a great opportunity to take a look at the real ships that are out there.
Take a look at the real ships. Ooh. Oh. Oh, they got a vulture out? Dude. Okay. Okay. If they got a vulture out for this show to show it off, I would bet more than 50% chance that for Alien Week, they would do the same outer shell show off for the Merchant Man. No way you can go in it, but you can see it. And I'm only saying that because I'm seeing this. Dude, it has ladder access? Are they allowing you on it? Why didn't I think that this was going to be here? I totally did not think about this ship for 1 second, thinking it was going to be here. How many of you are like flipping stoked to see that? It's almost here, man. The core, yeah, I get that. I get that too. But I think they've been showing this guy off a whole lot more. That it was way more polished off, right? Dude, we can get in it. We can't rent it, right? Yeah, this is not out, but you can walk on it. And I have a feeling this is where we would see the brand new Merchantman. Everything about that right there feels like a Drake ramp. Little 1 SU storage space. I don't know. I don't know if you'd ever want to carry a mule, but a mule might fit in there.
We've
Why do you want to see in this? What is this? Start. This is a compactor? Start, eject, stop. Does it all come out the back and then it all comes out this compactor and then gets into a cube and stacks up in the back? This is your walkthrough space probably, and this is all your storage for all your schlag. I don't know. Is that a good word to call it? Dude, we can go further in than that. Okay. Dude. How many of you did not know that this was here? Someone's already been in here opening panels. Life support locked. We got a well, okay, let's close this. So we got 2 guns, maybe 3 pistols up top. Is that what's happening? Or ammo? Close. Gravity generator, battery. I'm guessing that's food dispenser.
These are dangerous times. That's why Drake Interplanetary builds ships
Power plant.
that not only provide function and
Coolers.
power at a price that we can all afford, but provide peace of mind for you, for your family.
I would imagine this is a food dispenser. Bed. You can already sit down in it. Lights. Sensors off, lights off. Lights on. So that's a big difference from the Origin ships is the Origins have like 3 different mode, or yeah, like off and then like orange lighting and then bright lighting. Dude.
But who are you kidding? You'll be blown up and picked clean long before they show up. Stock up on one of Drake's versatile combat tested ships, and it'll be
Wow.
that'll holler in the full.
Dude. It's got a HUD.
Welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Exit to rear. Exit ship. Exit to rear. Oh yeah, because it's got the ramps on the other side. Open exterior. Those exteriors on the left. That's all we can do. And that's fine, because we got to see the inside of the ship. That is so cool. Let's do precisely this and exit this ship. There's what it looks like. You exiting a ship, and that's it. Oops. I didn't walk out quick enough. Oh no, am I stuck? Open door. Can I sneak past? Can't sneak past. You have to... there's no way to sneak past. You can't have a friend join you through that door.
These are dangerous times. That's why Drake Interplanetary builds ships that not only provide function and power at a price that we can all afford, but provide peace of mind for you, for your family.
Guns are right there. Wow, you could really have a friend just get shot, unfortunately. Dude, so good. It really is a unique looking ship compared to all other Drake ships. But I couldn't confuse it with any other ship right now that I can think of. Like maybe Argo for the canopy, but the back and the interior is totally Drake. Access for nothing. There you go. That is the surprise of the day for me. Why this wasn't promoted more on the website, I don't get it.
Defensecon's a great
Maybe they promoted it
opportunity to
somewhere
take a look
else.
at the real ships that are out there every day, defending your freedom and moving the gears of this empire.
This is, to me, is a more sleek looking Drake design though, and I like that. I mean, if anything, comparing some of the lines on the Cutlass, it's got that kind of flavor. Pale yellow, I like it. Dude.
These are dangerous times.
I wonder how far it is away then. Like,
Ships that not only provide function
I guess it's just the mechanic. I mean, they could launch it, make it flyable, and just make it like the Reclaimer, or it doesn't work. That's going to be interesting to see those actually work as elevators. And it was only last year that they changed the paint on the starter Drake ship. Okay. They keep tuning this guy. There's just something about the way they put the details on it.
Dangerous times. That's why Drake Interplanetary builds ships that not only provide function and power at a price that we can all afford, but provide peace.
And they just hide the Buccaneer in the back, showing off the cutlasses. This is the steel. Mandalorian steel. We'll rent one, why not? I never did buy one. Claustrophobia. I mean, there's something for everyone, right? There's a lot of players that want to play alone. In terms of alone on their own ship, and I get that. But I think they'll all change their tune and team up, but in their own ships. The timing on that, hey? Oh my god. That looked fantastic for a second. That was amazing. I hope you guys caught that.
Defensecon's a great opportunity to take a
Legs folding back on themselves.
defending your freedom and moving the gears of this empire.
Let's go all the way to the back. See if they threw a Kraken in. Dude, the room they're gonna have to put a Kraken in. Like, they actually make it feel like a showroom. I mean, they got the cheese carpet, the cheese lighting. It's perfect.
Celebrate the brave men and women in the UEE Navy. I think we all know that while they're protecting our borders from Vanduul incursions, Drake is continuing to provide security at home with our affordable and reliable line of ships. Whether you need to hold cargo or
Nothing back here?
defending your freedom.
There needs to be some dark, shady missions back here. Like a Miles Eckhart, but for the... There we go. So they did what I asked. Not that they're listening to me, but... I'm sure this is just the one that's at the shop. Is it updated at all? I don't know, the nose maybe looks a little bit more up to date.
Versatile combat tested ships, and it'll be the outlaws that'll hold
That thing. Structures underneath. Probably gonna cough. Hold on.
Welcome to Defensecon. While we at Drake Interplanetary celebrate the brave men and women in the UE Navy, I think we all know that while they're protecting our borders from Van Duel incursions, Drake is continuing to provide security at home with our affordable and reliable line of ships.
Okay.
Whether you need to haul cargo across the verse or protect your homestead from outlaw packs, Drake's got your back.
Top speed. I bet you this ship will have a crazy top speed. I don't remember the stats from the website, but it may not have any. I'll be right back.
We've all been there. Some ship pops up on your scanner and they don't look friendly. Sure, you could try to call local law or the Navy, but who are you kidding? You'll be blown up and picked clean long before they show up. Stock up on one of Drake's versatile combat-tested ships, and it'll be the outlaws that'll holler in for the law.
Okay. I feel like we are seeing like it's more up to date.
Defensecon's a great opportunity to take a look at the real ships that are out there every
I really do feel like
freedom and moving the gears
like
of this empire.
that pad is massive now. I don't remember it being like that. I wonder if they changed the design on that. 4 pads off to the side. Have to be like weight stabilizers on the other side.
While we at Drake Interplanetary celebrate
I feel like there's a lot of detail on this side.
I think we all know
A lot.
they're protecting our borders from Van Duel incursions. Drake is continuing to provide security at home with our affordable and reliable
Well, there's the best reference for any part on this ship is docking hanger or docking collars. I mean, there's a hanger up there, but this docking collar right there. Whoa.
Defensecon's a great opportunity to take a look at the real ships that are out there every day.
That's your frame reference right there.
Moving the gears of this empire.
It even has a label on it. Is it DC02? Docking collar.
These are dangerous times. That's why Drake Interplanetary builds ships that not only provide function and power at a price
Now, I want to know what these are. It looks like they would grab something. Carry something. Like those can't be its landing gear. Is a ship like this ever going to have landing gear? And does it float?
Defensecon's a great opportunity to take a look at the real ships that are out there every day, defending your freedom and moving the gears of this empire.
This side doesn't have a label. Telling you, someone's working on the other side only.
Celebrate the brave men and women in the UE Navy.
I bet you can put one of every Drake ship on that ship. Except for maybe Cutlasses. There may not be enough room.
I think we all know that while they're protecting our borders from Vandal incursions, Drake is continuing to provide.
But yeah, I get disappointment on not being able to see the Corsair live, but I mean that vulture is a big deal. That is a big deal.
Defensecon's a great opportunity to take a look at the real ships that are out there every day, defending your freedom and moving the gears.
Where's my record button? Is this my record button? I think that's my record button. Anyways. Totally unexpected. What a great looking ship.
Welcome to Defensecon. While we at Drake Interplanetary celebrate the brave men and women in the UE Navy, I think we all know that while they're protecting our borders from Vandal incursions, Drake is continuing to provide security at home with our affordable and reliable line of ships. Whether you need to haul cargo across the verse or protect your homestead from outlaw packs, Drake's got your back.
Ooh, got some line of sight ish, or maybe he just opened the door at the same time. No, we got some level of detail.
These are dangerous times. That's why Drake Interplanetary builds ships that not only provide function
The Mule
and power
needed
at a price
this
that we can all afford,
entry point from the side.
for your family.
Now that looks like such a solid door. It's not just a ramp. It's actually got some meat to it. So yeah, somehow it compacts it all. You come back here,
Your scanner and they don't look friendly. Sure, you could try to
you
call
hit
them
start,
but who are you kidding?
and
Blown up and picked clean long before they show up. Stock up
it
on
gets
one of Drake's
compacted into
versatile
here,
combat
pops out
systems,
here.
and it'll be the outlaws that'll
You take your tractor beam, your hand tractor beam, because I don't see anything in here, and you move it out, and then you go strip some more. Fuel tank open. Very nice.
These are dangerous times. That's why Drake Interplanetary builds ships that not only provide
Should we do
function
one more
and
walkthrough?
power at a price that we can all afford, but provide
While he's
peace
checking out that, we'll take the... Oh, he's...
for your
No. He's okay. Oh, someone's coming down. Sneaky, sneaky. Whoa, I didn't see how those doors closed before, or open closed before.
Welcome to Defensecon. While we at Drake Interplanetary celebrate the brave men and women in the UE Navy, I think we all know that while they're protecting our borders from Vandal incursions, Drake is continuing to provide security at home with our affordable and reliable line of ships. Whether you need to haul cargo across the verse or protect
See if I
your
just lock the
homestead
next
from
person out.
outlaw packs, Drake's got your
Hello,
back.
hello.
These are dangerous times. That's why Drake Interplanetary builds
Could he
ships that
enter
not
if he
only
wanted
provide
to that
function
way?
and power at a price that we can all afford,
Yeah, he
but
could.
provide peace of mind for you, for your family.
So it's probably gonna be some of the simplest gameplay. Strip it down, go to the back, compact it, move it out, do it again. These are thruster modules. Saw a couple of those on the side. Some lights.
We've all been there. Some ship pops up on your scanner and they don't look friendly. Sure, you could try to call local
Well,
or the Navy. But who are you kidding? You'll be
more than I
caught up with
expected.
between
So
long
happy to see that.
Stock up on one of Drake's versatile combat-tested ships, and it'll be the Outlaws that'll holler and fill them.
Caterpillar is looking the same. Gorgeous. I haven't been on my Caterpillar in a while, so let's go do a quick walkthrough. I doubt much has changed. I mean, I've been noticing little changes on the cutlasses.
These are dangerous times. That's why Drake Interplanetary builds
And it's mostly just graphical stuff, like just the shinier things and graphics redone, atmosphere redone, lighting redone. Lighting in here looks really sharp. I don't remember these monitors being on like this or the lighting being done so well. I remember all these objects.
Defensecon's a great opportunity to take a look at the real ships that are out there every day, defending your freedom and moving gears of this empire.
And there's no like, I'm not seeing graphical bugs. We're seeing through the ship.
We've all been there. Some ship pops up on your scanner and they don't look friendly. Sure, you could try to call local law or the Navy. But who are you kidding?
Corsair with a side cockpit.
Been long before they show up. Stock up on one of Drake's versatile combat-tested ships, and it'll be the Outlaws.
I mean, if I could see like a purpose, like I get the Drake's purpose with it. And that still has that lighting issue. A lot of parts do. Yeah, I also don't mind it being unique to the Drake Caterpillar. I mean, there's not any other vehicle I can think of that has that modularity. But I don't think it should be the only one. I remember when I really first started streaming this game and started to become really in tune with what was happening with a lot of these ships, and then realizing that that part actually came off at some point. It will, but that the command module just wasn't a weird little section of the ship. It's an actual modular thing that detaches, is meant to detach. And for all we know, that's not just for an emergency kind of situation. It's a, you know, take this here, recover this Caterpillar that we abandoned over here. It's like a trucker dropping off a load at a place to be unloaded, and then while that's being unloaded, they just hook up to another one and go. Come back for the rest of it later. Used tractor beams still there. This is what I thought. This is why I did not think we were ever gonna need a mule. Was this?
For your family.
That will be interesting gameplay. I just don't know why we haven't been seeing it yet. I guess it's cargo refactor. I do not remember all these lights on the engines. I mean, these are temp holder graphics, but Wonder Flicker, how's it going, man? I remember this used to be missing. Didn't see the component in there.
Defensecon's a great opportunity to take a look at the real ships that are out there every day, defending your freedom and moving the gears.
Nice Wonder Flicker. A full set, hey? There was a guy over a year ago. He made a cast aluminum Mandalorian helm. I asked him, what is he selling one of the casts for? Never got back. I never would have bought it. I'm get for what I'm guessing it would have cost, but he did a nice job. Anyways, that's the Drake show. And if you missed it, Wonder Flicker, look. The Vulture's here. You can't rent it, but you can walk around in it, and you can sit in the pilot seat. And you can turn it off and on, and you can open up all the doors. Pretty special.
Defensecon's a great opportunity.
Let's get out of here.
The real ships that are out there every day, defending your freedom and moving the gears of this empire.
You did miss it? Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. You did an awesome job. Oh, and you can come over to these terminals and just rent from here. Perfect. That's so simple. And you could go rent the Drake Mule from here instead of buying it to go experience it. How user-friendly is that? You're having fun with the free ship? Around Area 18 today. I can't say there's got to be much use for it right now. I've been thinking about it. I would not be surprised if some streamer spends a day with it trying to see if there's any high value in it right now. It's only going to be in I mean, I think it's going to be mostly in those recovering those objects that expire. Tire marks, I love it. And they start exactly where... Yeah, that's hilarious. Marketing within marketing within marketing. I guess we could go do a package run with one.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I just can't think of one
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
You're getting more frames on Orson. Yeah, they're getting things
Your
more
vehicle has
optimized.
been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
Bit by bit, man. The more flash comes out, the easier it is on our GPUs and CPUs. I think it was Hangar 20. Yeah, Orson's pretty, and I think as long as you can put up with that, the ceiling being so high, it's really not a big deal to be there. Soundtrack here is really nice too. Like, if the only annoying thing you can find in Orson is the ceiling leaving out, I mean, there's so many cool things about it. Hey, let's go see if our vehicle is still here. Crash their fingers. Hey, it's even in the same spot. That's amazing. I guess we could go up that way. Yeah, we'll go this way. He actually poured you a drink? How long did you wait? I remember when this table used to work. Shield's already up. Back in my day. That doesn't look good. Don't do it. Yeah, not your bay. You can take it after. Oh, I already pulled it up. Oops. Well, okay. So we should find a scenario where we're gonna use this, right? Our mule. Retrieval needed. We are gonna be looking for a salvage claim, Starfarer, Caterpillar. Okay. Let's go do this. Let's go see if okay, I don't have a tractor beam. It's on selling. it's pretty much straight up and down. I need another cough lozenge. Refill my water. I'll be right back. What did I do? Did I walk away at a wrong time? Did it do that naturally? Did I hit the mouse? What's so hard about this? Tap the mouse once. I guess that's what I did. Guess I could have just done a pitch yaw lock. And then it doesn't happen. Oh, the mouse even fell on my lap, and it still didn't do anything. Oh, we got all kinds of loose Allens. On the right side with me. Still not the right size. I think I would buy some Loctite if this was going to be like the last location I thought this stuff was ever going to be. DX Rider, how's it going? We are gonna go try the Mule. No tractor beam, and I hope this works. No tractor beam and go to a wreck and load everything onto the Mule and then load it onto this ship. So we have a Zeta Prolinade salvage claim with the downed Starfarer or Caterpillar. We're doing the Caterpillar. We're gonna go land there, pull the Mule up, figure everything out, load them onto it, get on the ship. I would imagine this should feel like it's gonna save some time. That is so weird seeing that person coming into. That's in the world of Star Citizen, that is close. Yeah, it's a new vehicle. It looks like it can store one SEU underneath it and move it, and carry one SEU in front of it. And then it has room for 6 packages on the front, or sorry, on the sides. I believe it's 3 on each side. So this is exactly what we're gonna go do. So, okay, so here you go. Oh, we need to rewind that. And I haven't brought these guys out yet. I mean, it's a minor animation, but it's very clean. If anything, if I was to guess who owned this vehicle, if you showed this to me, I probably would have guessed Argo. I want to see that animation again, though. At the back. I feel like I have to scroll up to go see it. Okay, yeah, we didn't see this yet. There you go. Right there. So that is one SEU, and it's grabbing 4 of them and picking it up. Well, I should say 8. 8 of them. Gotta perfectly stack them. Ace of Spades, how you doing, man? Don't know if it can actually do that pickup feature right now, though. Because I don't think we can even stack perfectly like that right now. So I would imagine that's going to be part of the cargo refactor. New gaming laptop finally here. You're stoked? Nice. Cross my fingers, you're going to get awesome frame rate. Pick up cargo. Selling. Route is set. It was set. There we go. I feel like we should have done this in a Caterpillar. Lee, oh, that is cool. Okay, you're talking about Obi-Wan. Spoiler. Okay, so we're gonna click 500 to there, 299 to there. Do we try to cut it? Risk quantum noise being broken and it stays. And yeah, it didn't work. I'll need to shut the whole vehicle off. I guess there's no atmo here, so we're gonna go crazy fast anyways. What am I worried about? You guys get to fly with me around selling. From a really cool view. Acer Predator, Helios 500, Intel i9, 16 gigs of DDR RAM with an option to expand, dual 1 terabyte SSD, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070. That's amazing. It's way more efficient with power than mine is. It's gotta be. It's a laptop. Actually, that's a good question. If you pull that thing off the wall charger, if you're playing Star Citizen, how much time does it give you? Man, what a cool shot. That's what I'm looking at. Probably tried it 2 hours and 42 minutes. Nice. That's actually very decent. I mean, you just got to keep your eyes open for these kinds of backdrops. They just sneak up on you. We got to be close now. Yeah, 25 clicks out. I'm so glad this soundtrack is playing in the background. It makes it way more dramatic. Shows how you can just fly past anything. Hey, Metallical, how you doing, man? 10 ping. 575 megabits. Megabits per second. That's good. Nothing wrong with that. Very nice. Did you get yourself a mole or a mule, Metallical? Okay, well, let's keep it simple. Let's not do anything silly. Let's just grab the packages and see how hard this is. I'm also assuming there's no pirates on here. Or that there's no laser trip mines, because this is the Caterpillar one. It will have that possibility. Okay, pick up the package. Package is 5 meters under, so we're gonna fail this. That is unfortunate. Doomed before we even got started. Unless this is a jumping puzzle, which I think that's exactly what this is. Maybe not. Could it be a jumping puzzle? Is it right there? Okay, I made it up, but that not interactable with. I think I was right though. I think that package is just in the dirt. Those are not surfaces we're not supposed to be on. Unless I'm missing something. What? Okay, well, those are definitely not interactable. Okay, so the first one's a kind of a party pooper. I guess we just go grab another one. Friendly fire. Don't tell the cops. Okay, we're gonna go find a different version of this mission. Cross our fingers the cargo isn't buried in the ground. I'd like to report a dud mission. Over. A mission impossible. Okay. Seams in the glass are a little irritating though. I mean, it could be worse. You could have these big honking RSI cross beams. Could be way worse. Okay, so we need to look for Solar Pearl. Yeah, okay. Abandon this one. This one will be the Starfarer. And it's on Cellin. So it is sort of close to a security post. These are the views you're paying for right here. Now, if only CIG would work on optimization and stop ruining experience without truly realism. Yeah. I mean, we are getting optimization every patch. You just have to look for it. I see it everywhere. The ASOP terminal in the newer ships. There's less and less of the flash showing up. I gotta turn on that option to not have the ship trajectory disappear. I think they were calling it ship. Thing to do with speed. So it feels like we're losing ground, not gaining ground. I don't know about that. Feels like we're always getting it back. Bit by bit. You just have to look for it. It's all in the details, man, and they keep adding details. It's the stuff they don't tell you about. The stuff you take for granted. The stuff you don't see until you stop playing for 2 weeks and come back and go, hey. Did they just add that? Darth Mocha, how you doing? Metallical, are you still here? Did you see the NFER? Did you see that the Vulture was in the Drake show? Physically? You doing good, Darth? Nice. You saw it? Yeah. Looks good. Looks really good. I'm sure that made you happy. Because I know you're looking forward to salvage still. I'm not sure if you wanted that more than the Reclaimer, but Ryan, I started playing again after 2 years and it feels so good from the last I played. Oh yeah. It's in a really, really good place. I mean, there's always things we want to change, but the game's pretty darn stable right now. They've tightened up a lot of things. They still have a lot of work to go. They've done a lot of things to try to make things less aggravating for the community. Although we want them all done at once, they can only give us so many resources. I mean, navigation is mostly working now. We have the whole repair thing yet. I haven't seen it bug out for me yet. So I've been able to repair everywhere I've gone. I haven't tried refueling in this patch. I tried it on PTU briefly. Like I showed it to you guys, but we didn't actually refuel anything. So I'm still 100% new to refueling. There's a lot of content to go through. For sure. And man, if you've been gone for 2 years, there's so much to come back to. I mean, there's also mining gadgets I still have to go through on this one. Relearn all that. Say one of the biggest things you're going to have to do is come back and relearn some of the UI, because they've added so many buttons and moved things around and given so many different options in the interface for you to be productive in your own way with whatever your setup is. I just overshot that by 80 kilometers because I was just cruising, having fun. That's funny. One of the biggest changes, I'd say, if you're coming back after 2 years, out of all of them, is the power triangle. Make sure you assign your buttons to that. Make sure you use it. Otherwise, you're going to have a real hard time against any player that is using it. Quinn, how's it going? Hello there. Oh, I hit ping on my side. I know we're not seeing it. That was a big change too this year. Ping is a beautiful thing. They made it exactly the way I wanted it to look. Alternatively, permanent night vision and ping to reveal details. They definitely need night vision on as an option you can buy, a component you can buy for your ship or console, an add-on. and an option that's already there on most on military vehicles. And definitely there on military ground vehicles. Ooh, we're in a crater. So this is the Starfarer. Now, see, if that was down in that ditch, I could totally see the Mole, or the Mule, being a huge advantage.
Landing gear deployed.
There's 0 instances where you want power not to 100% to one thing. I can mostly agree with that. Good sniper area? I'm not sure what you mean, Darth. We have no snipers here. No snipers. No snipey snipe. I don't think that's gonna happen at these too often unless they start putting AI at them. Like, unless some player randomly comes across your spawn for this event and then it's like, I'm gonna set up to snipe whoever comes. I just don't think that's gonna happen. Okay. I did not hit that. Okay. 13 minutes. Okay. Super easy to place it. That was not hard at all. Hold F. Look for the highlight icon like we're all used to. Bam. Hey, thing has lights. Dude, it has lights. And not just cheap lights. It's got lights. Okay, what's the easiest place to get this loaded up? Let's try here. "13 minutes, 11 seconds. Come on, run. Oh no, is one in the... One's in the ground. Why did it... Why are we so lucky? Why are we so lucky? I thought I was gonna say something else. Well, we can practice, I guess. We can say we got this one. The mission won't complete. We need our welding torch. Why would it spawn there? That's just terrible. Okay. Is what it is. I wonder if we get a partial payment. I think you have to do all 4. PvP. You can rock 100% boost and still be good at DPS god. And target ships while you're in here. I mean, it would have taken me another 20 seconds tops to load that package if we could reach it. We can't see the timers on those, but that doesn't matter. I would say we're saving some time. We're not knocking around the packages. Oh, and we need to go to the right part of the ship. No compass. Yeah, there's no compass on anything right now. There's only ship compasses. Okay, I don't know if it's actually going to show us part 2 of this. Take 2, Daymar. I'm more curious to see how much time we left. I remember the last time I maybe did one of these was with the tractor meme and hand bombing it. And I think I probably made it there with like 2 or 3 minutes on I feel like we're gonna get there with like 5 or 6 minutes, so I would say this is like greatly enhancing how quickly we're zipping around. So I feel like I'm seeing value in the mule, but this is very specific task at the moment. But I think this is just the beginning of these kinds of missions. And then we don't have any other vehicle that you can just plop these into securely where they stay on the vehicle. Other than a Nomad. Now, I'd be curious to see if a Nomad, if this vehicle or the Mule fits on the back of the Nomad. I bet it would easily. That'd be a really great delivery vehicle combo. I don't know if I have a Nomad in my inventory. That'd be interesting to check. How easily does it fit on it? And this area is such a pain in the butt to bring a vehicle into, in terms of a ship into. So being able to just come in, land it, drive over from whatever angle you come in, seems perfect for the Mule. No weird woke stuff. Okay, so the only thing for me was those two on-foot chases we don't need to talk about because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But they were weird for me. They were like ridiculous. I was like, that wouldn't happen. Just grab the person and shut up. And it's kind of funny. Ridiculous. Maybe I'm no fun. I might be no fun. Starting to think as I get older, I'm more and more no fun. All that ground we're covering. We don't have to run. We don't have to. Can we fit nicely between there? And can we fit nicely between here? Nope. Can I drive over you? No. That's okay. Metallical. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Doing all right. Did you get one of these? The Mule? Mueller?
Did I get one of those?
Mueller?
I don't know. I don't see it as that useful.
If doing delivery, I'm seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still, I think it's too cumbersome. Like, the way they built it, it's just, I don't know what they're thinking. Like, it's overly complex to be overly complex.
I don't know.
It's not useful. You can't stack boxes with it.
Not yet, yeah, because it needs the cargo refactor.
They even say in their quick Q&A that it
Oh.
can't.
Oh, that, yeah, okay.
They can't stack boxes. Like, you can't take a box in the fork or the gripper in the front and stack it on top of another one that's already on the ground. It doesn't go up that high.
2 minutes and 44 seconds left. I feel like I made it with the tractor beam tool and without a mule. With just slightly less time. I'm not gonna pass this mission because I couldn't get all 4 boxes, but it should be paying me per box. And then a bonus, but it's not going to. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Yeah, so this is definitely quicker. It's less monkeying around.
For the multi things, maybe. I don't know. If you can't fly in closer.
Right.
I just, and maybe some of that'll change with what they're planning and stuff, but
yeah.
It just seems like it could have been a more useful thing to actually be like a forklift and be able to lift things and stack them, at least like 3 high.
They could actually do multiple drop-offs now at Lorville at those outer train districts where, like they used to have with this, and drop off multiple packages, and it would be worth it.
This thing doesn't do rough terrain well.
Well, yeah.
And there's a spot like that in their Q&A about it.
Oh yeah. Did they say they're gonna look at that?
No, they say that it's not supposed to. It doesn't have the ground clearance. So yeah, it's not made for rough terrain, really.
Yeah.
Which is kind of odd with those tires. So I don't know. It just seems like awkward in my mind.
Yeah. And someone's
even for like in a hangar and loading stuff up that way, it's not that practical.
Yeah. Like how, like, so they have this for ground level moving things around. What happens once it goes up a level, right? What's going to pull it off? It's got to be tractor beams.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Or they mentioned a crane.
Right.
So maybe there's going to be a crane at some point.
Like in the Caterpillar. I mean, that we've seen the tractor beam visual for the Banu Merchantman.
And that's another thing that's awkward is that in their little advertising thing, or in the I think it was in the Inside Star Citizen episode, they showed it like it was helping load up the Caterpillar or whatever.
Right.
As part of the art that they did.
Right.
But it can't lift the stuff up to the Caterpillar.
But yeah, no,
So
but I think whatever was
takes it to it, and then you have to use your tractor beam. So why not just park your ship close?
right.
Use your tractor beam
And that's
take it from one.
and that's how I thought this was all gonna go. I thought it was all gonna be tractor beam, and I didn't dream that they were gonna do this.
I mean, maybe they're the ones that know more than we do. So
Right.
Maybe there's a reason that they're doing things the way they're doing. Otherwise, I'm starting to think that they don't think things through.
Yeah.
Because the tractor beam does everything so much better.
Yeah, and quick.
Yeah.
Um.
I don't know. I've been watching people use it all day. I haven't actually used it myself, but I've been watching people use it.
I could only like situations where you have to take ground vehicles into certain areas. So a situation for that. But
Is that going to be a situation?
I don't know.
Especially in the
I think they're
final
going to
game
create
when
that.
there's no armistice zones and stuff.
I think they'll do that eventually. I think that'll create like a ground area for certain scenarios, certain events where it'll you can't fly near to an area, but you can walk in or drive in.
That seems way too specific to make a vehicle for, though.
I mean, it would justify wheeled vehicles, and like maybe you couldn't fly a hover quad in there either. Like just a massive energy dampening vehicle, only diesel can run it or something.
What's to stop me from putting 8 boxes, maybe even 10, in an Ursa rover and driving it in that way?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong. Well, Ursa's pretty small.
But it's still pretty big, though. I mean,
It is.
Carry more than this thing can, and especially those smaller boxes.
Right. I don't know. It's an SCU in the back. It can stack, and then it can carry an SCU in the front.
Yeah, and then the 3 and 3 boxes of the on the side racks. The smaller than SCU boxes.
Yeah.
Most of the courier boxes. They're
So
the handheld boxes.
two and 3/4 SCU. It's too bad I'm gonna fail that. But whatever.
Okay, so this is what I don't get. Okay,
Mhm.
they're making ships that can carry literally thousands of SCU of cargo.
Right.
And if we're gonna have to move this cargo, they're only giving us things that will do 2 and 3/4. And now, do the math. Okay.
Yeah.
How many trips is it gonna take you to empty your Banu Merchantman?
Oh, forever. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, okay, so at what point does it become ridiculous to have that many sitting there and people start stumbling over each other? And I bet you it would only be like 2 or 3 on like inside a Banu Merchantman ripping around. And then the art already shows that there's a tractor beam in there. So why would you need them in the ship? You would need them outside the ship, taking stuff off that ramp. Because you're probably not going to stack that ramp 2 or 3 high. You're going to stack it a single thing high with the tractor beam. It's going to lower it, and then your little Drake buggy or mule, sorry, I'm using wrong terminology, moves it over to whatever facility, and then tractor beam over there, stacks it up where it needs to go. And that makes sense. But how many, yeah, you're right. How many things do you actually need to move around?
Imagine
right?
the cargo run, like the one that was just happening this weekend where people were making double their money.
Right. And if they had,
you know, just even pulling out the C2, which is the biggest cargo thing we have right now.
yep.
Which is 600 something SCU or something like that.
Yep.
Now imagine having to physically unload that.
Yeah. So each end, grab it, take it over to inside of it, drop it, let magical tractor beam in there, move it, and stack it again. This is where like people will look at what pays the most, what's fun, and what's the fastest way for them to do all that. Yeah. I'm with you. But it's also possibly an entry level piece.
Okay, so if you were able to load it up with 2 3/4 every time, so maybe they're the small boxes, okay?
Yeah.
That's 244 trips.
Yeah.
Over 244 trips with that thing to
Right.
unload the C2.
And it won't be that, because that backstacker is for small packages for someone to hand bomb and create a stack in the back, and it's the front that you're only going to be using, so it's way more.
So
For what we know the current system is going to be right now. Yeah, it doesn't sound fun right now, but we haven't seen cargo refactor.
Again,
So
they know more than we do, so I did
Yeah.
this with that, but
yeah.
it just and that's my problem with the raft too, is this can't even take the things off the raft.
Yeah. It's also an Argo piece. But they need to, I mean, once they do the cargo refactor, we'll be able to see what the intention was with the raft.
Well, I hope it's good, because I am there's a voice in the back of my head nagging me saying, like, do they know what they're doing? Like, have they really thought this all out? Because
well, I mean, those were 30 was it 3 SCU across on the raft?
yeah.
So I mean, they could just say that putting these boxes side by side, they can lock together and it can pick it up, bam.
Yeah, but unloading it. I mean, again,
Right.
But how are you going to do all that? See, again, why is this thing even necessary then?
Right.
Because we could just take the tractor beam and stack them that way.
Right. But the raft probably wouldn't fit under the merchantman, and it can't go into a C2. So they need something to get into a C2, and it either needed to float or need to be on wheels. I probably would have done something that was hover. So the wheel thing I don't get. Most of the wheel stuff I don't get, and that's why I was trying to like say that maybe they'll have a scenario where low EM is necessary to go into an area for stealth or whatever, or there's some sort of dampening field, so gravlev stuff and ships don't fly well in there, and they'll most likely crash. So wheeled vehicles, tracked vehicles win.
No, I mean, they're still more practical because there's less that can go wrong with them. Because they're firmly planted on the ground, they're not hovering, they're not. I think wheeled vehicles make sense. My whole issue is ground vehicles in general, be they hover or whatever. I just don't think that they stand a chance against an aerial attack.
Right.
The ballista has, what, 2 shots it can make? 2 major shots?
Oh, we saw it during Jumptown. It was killing lots.
But how many missiles does it have on it, is what I'm saying.
The ballista? It's got those, yeah, it has those 2 big ones. The size 5s?
And then what is it? 4 small ones?
Yeah. But they can take out ships easy. I think I got taken out a couple times. And I didn't know what was firing at me.
My question is, what do you do after it's shot all its missiles?
Yeah, it needs a Vulcan to show up and rearm it. Or it needs to travel back to a C2 or M2 and A2 and restock.
But the ballista's the only one that
Or
can threaten anything that's in the air.
there's the AA. I can't remember what that had on it. The Tumbril.
Like 2 missiles, I think, or not 2, but I think it might be 4 size 2 missiles. But then there's
That's
the
pretty
MT
deadly.
Also, but the MT is size 1, I think, machine guns, or
Right.
weapons. I can say machine guns, but I mean, most of the ground vehicles are size 1 weapons.
Yeah.
It's like I'd like to see something with a little bit more oomph.
I think that's where the Liberator or Vulcan would come in and kind of shine with backing up troops and supply.
If it's not too complex of a thing.
Yeah.
See, like now, I would still rather land and refuel at a port than use a Starfarer.
Yeah, a lot of people are gonna have to learn how to use I think the Starfarer thing is gonna be a last resort thing for sure. I mean, until there's competition and fuel costs a lot. And look at that view. Look at that view, man. That's awesome. That is so flipping cool.
$4 are still the best base they've ever put in this game.
They just need to polish it, man. Like, I mean, they can make it look totally different, but just, throw some bays on it, like covered hangers. That's fine. But yeah, it's pretty easy to start from. But sorry, I got segued for there. What were we talking about?
The whole rearm resupply aspects
right.
of war.
I mean, it's really simple to go to pad now, and it always works. And if they can just...
Well, there's still occasionally where I landed, it doesn't.
Oh, really? Okay.
It says nothing, it doesn't. It shows that nothing's broken or whatever, and I'm looking at my ship smoking and sparking everywhere.
Right.
Or a wing missing, and saying, yeah, sure, there's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, okay. Actually, do you know what?
The stupidest thing the other day, by the way, I was taking off out of Orson, and I was at a MSR.
Yeah.
And I didn't wait for the doors to open enough, and I threw my all into it, man. I used boost, and I gunned that thing to, I hit cruise control. I put the throttle all the way to the top. And
yeah.
Used cruise control and hit boost to get to take off, and I shot both straight off.
That's awesome.
So I had to turn around and land and repair.
Well, yeah, I landed a bit hard in the Inferno there on Orison, and it didn't want to repair me either. So
there's just times, that it doesn't show up or whatever, or it shows up, but it's just that it acts like there's nothing wrong with your ship.
Right.
I had a very bad, the worst customer service experience I've had with them today.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. Actually, very disappointed.
Did they start with telling you that they're not even supposed to be there today?
No. Not even supposed to be here today. No.
We've just received some exciting new products.
So
have a look.
I had 4 ships that I couldn't claim.
Yeah.
And I don't use that many ships, so they were my favorite ships.
Right.
And so I was getting tired of it, so I did an a character reset.
Yeah.
And apparently something went horrendously wrong in the character reset. Because I came back and it didn't give me the option to redo my character.
Oh no.
or choose my starting zone. And then I had no inventory. It would just sit there with a spinning thing. That matters. It's not. I know some people are getting that normal, like without doing an account reset, where like their inventory just shows a spinning thing and they have to like relog and it fixes it.
Right.
This was not that. This is different. And then all my ships are listed in the ASOP terminal, or were listed in the ASOP terminal, but they're all have to be claimed, but they can't be claimed because they don't exist. I looked through knickknacks, nothing. I had nothing, like no inventory anywhere.
Lovely.
All of Stanton. So my inventory was just gone. And then I went to the show this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to wait 24 hours and try it again. So I went to the show this morning and...
nice to see you again.
Oh, I put in a ticket last night before. Yeah. But yeah, I went to the show and there's terminals up at the front where you can rent all the ships in the Drake show.
Yes.
Which is, they should take that to the other one too and do that. But
yep.
And take off that stupid rent thing off of the thing, because then you can't open the doors on ships and stuff. That was driving me nuts during the shows, by the way. You try to open the door like on the Valkyrie or whatever, like especially the old ones that don't have buttons.
I think they put them all the way downstairs at the main conventions when you go down to the hollows.
Oh, okay.
On one of those back walls.
Yeah, when I'm saying those take off where you look at a ship and the whole thing lights up for red.
Yeah.
Because you can't open the doors on ships that have that. Like, it's really hard. You have to find like the pinpoint accurate pixel to
that makes sense.
hit the door
and then just put it on the map. You know, rental kiosks are here.
Yeah.
Or on the way in. Right on the way in. First thing you see.
Anyway,
yep.
So up by those rental kiosks, there's a box, and I looked at it, of course, and I hit the interact key to see if it was lootable, just by chance.
Yeah.
And it lit up, but it wasn't lootable. It was that you could sit on it. So I said, "Oh, cool, I'll sit on it." And I sat on it, and you sit facing the wall, it's right next to the wall. Then when you get up, it pushes you into the wall. So I had to kill myself to get out. Okay.
Oh my god.
And I have no inventory. You know, I was just hanging out with some people, new people I'm bringing into the game or whatever, and showing them the show and stuff. And then I can't respawn like at all, because this is what I figure. Since I had no inventory, even in games, I couldn't buy anything from any stores because I have no inventory, so it can't go anywhere.
Right.
And the game just freaks out at that. Well, what happened when I died was that it was trying to give me that stupid white undersuit and helmet.
Thank you.
That they give you every time, but it couldn't.
Right.
So it would just sit there on the black screen.
Oh man.
I relogged I don't know how many times, and I always logged in, and I could see the game was so confused that things were running slower than normal.
Right.
And I could see the hotel, the green circle, because I set my place to Orson for the event. And I could see the hotel build up around me.
Yeah.
And then I was laying there, and then I'd die again.
Oh.
And then it would go to black, and it would do the same thing over and over. So I would be stuck on that black screen constantly each time I logged in.
Oh,
there was no
brutal.
And so I put in a ticket and stuff, and they tell me that they gave me a form letter, basically, that had absolutely nothing at all to do with my problem. Like, the person did not even read it.
Right. Could have been a bot.
It was about, they won't give you any kind of... They said they wouldn't do another account reset because they've set it to 24 hours during this event because people were using it too much.
Right.
So it's a 24-hour cooldown. And I was asking if they could do it faster. I was surprised they got to my ticket so fast. That was a big improvement over the previous years.
Right.
But they said that they weren't going to do it because they didn't cover like lost UEC or items you bought in game.
Oh, you just didn't have access to the game. They should have made a special case.
They didn't read my thing at all. They were talking about all the general bugs that people are having right now, and I don't care about that at all. Like,
just a generic response, like they. Yeah.
It was a form letter. I mean,
it
was literally pre-typed and all. These are the things we don't cover, and nothing of that was anything that I had put in my letter.
Right.
So finally, the 24 hours passed, and I did an account reset, and everything was fixed. So I told them they close the ticket, that the account reset fixed it, because they said an account reset wouldn't fix it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Anyway, so it did fix it the second time.
Bert Gonzo rated with 2. How's it going, man? I still don't have any music for this.
I have really good experience with their support, but that was just a bad one.
Right.
I hope they don't ask me to rate that one.
It sounds like they didn't. It sounds like it's just automated until they can catch up.
No, it was a person. They
oh.
signed it. So, you know, if they put a name on it, that's a person.
Oh, yeah, then I would have. Did you try replying to it?
Yeah, I did, because I added the stuff about what happened when I died.
Right.
And then I didn't hear back from them until the 24 hours, and so we're done at that point.
Right.
So I just did it again.
Interesting.
And everything worked.
Roto Gonzo, thanks for the raid. How was your show? And you were playing Star Citizen. Are you new to Star Citizen? Are you new to streaming? Make sure you guys go check him out. Give him a follow. Show some fellow Star Citizen love. By the way, to back up, I don't know, was it a month or so? How did it go with the scenario where you almost got robbed?
So that story went that I left the house at 9:30 that morning. I didn't get home until about 6:30 p.m.
This is the way.
And when I got back, because I'm doing some remodeling and stuff, and I have a trailer here my brother let me borrow until he comes to visit again, so we could take a bunch of garbage up to this place that
right.
I'm throwing out from the remodeling. And I don't have a trailer hitch on my truck.
Right.
So he has to come back or whatever. So it's sitting in the driveway. The trailer is with all the trash on it. And
later, Murdo Gonzo. Thanks for the raid.
So what had happened is I get home and I didn't even notice it. Like I was so out of it. Like, it was a long day for me.
Yeah.
And so I went inside and then I started noticing stuff that like wasn't the way it was supposed to be. Doors that were open that shouldn't have been open, things like that. And then I get to the back of the house and I see that the back door is still open. And so I walk out there and then I walk around to the driveway again. And I noticed the trailer this time that it's got like all my stuff on it, like stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, I guess either I got home and they were still there, or they put it all on there and we're going to come back with somebody that had a trailer hitch.
Yeah.
And take it.
Yeah.
But so I parked my truck blocking the driveway, like diagonal across the driveway, so that like there's no way they're going to get that trailer out of there now because the sides are very heavily wooded.
Right.
On the driveway. And then proceeded to put everything back into the house. The cops came out, you know, because I called them, and they walked around the house and looked at everything, and you know, just to make sure they weren't still here hiding somewhere or something.
Yeah.
And then I know they thought that they said they couldn't see any signs of forced entry, and neither did I, you know. So I thought maybe I'd done something wrong, or maybe they somehow jimmied the garage door open or something, you know.
Yeah.
And after they left, though, I was going to close the back door because it's a set of French doors in the back, and there's nothing in between. So if you open them both, it's like as wide as like a sliding glass door.
Yeah.
You know? It's a pretty wide opening. It's a double door opening. And what they had done is those are usually held together with a deadbolt. They cut through the deadbolt is what they did.
Oh yeah.
Because when I was trying to close it and lock it, like it wasn't closing. Like it wasn't grabbing. Like I would just push on the door and it would open.
Right.
And so I went to look at it, and yeah, I saw that because I'd done it so cleanly that I didn't even notice that they'd cut the thing, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they cut the deadbolt with like a little circular saw type thing or something. So I replaced the deadbolt, and then as I'm locking that up, my car alarm goes off. Like it's never gone off before ever, unless I push the button.
Right.
Like it's not a sensitive alarm in that sense, you know. I've never had a false alarm on my car alarm.
Right.
And so I called the cops again. You know, I was like, my car alarm just went off. They came out. We looked around the truck. The truck was fine. And the cops said they'd hang around or whatever. I think they came back and saw the truck there, and they were pissed. And maybe like hit the truck or something, or I don't know how they triggered it, but they did. There was no dents or anything on the truck. Anyway, so that I was up all night, but somehow at some point I didn't hear it because it's very hard to hear stuff here. I have 4.5 acres, and the house sits like basically in the middle of that.
Right.
So, and the driveway is, especially where I was parked, blocking the narrow part, so they couldn't get the trailer out. The car was kind of away. I come out the next morning, they had basically torn the cover of my bumper off.
Wow.
To try to pull my truck, but they hooked it up to the plastic that goes over the bumper, you know?
Yeah.
So they'd basically torn that off, and it was sitting next to the truck. And it's not really even broken or anything. It's still not back on the truck. I just have to buy those stupid little plastic clips because when you rip it apart like that, those all break.
Right.
You know? And they're just plastic clips that hold that whole thing on. So I had to take off the fenders, the fender covers, the interior fender covers, because they were flapping because there was nothing on the front end to hold them, because they connect to that bumper thing. And I threw all that in the back of my truck or whatever, and I'd been meaning to get around to it, but I've been busy to buying, those stupid plastic clips to put it all back together.
Well, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering if there's going to be more story in there.
No,
Obviously was.
I didn't know how much I had told you, so that was the whole thing, and I haven't heard or seen from them since. And I was armed that night, but I'm more armed now.
Right.
And because, I live down here, not up there.
Right. No, I'm 100% for you. I agree.
No, but what I'm saying is that, but still, the point is that, so I've got that, and I've installed cameras now that save to the internet, so...
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're right.
Yeah, it was more inconvenient. I don't know that they actually took anything. Like, if they did, it was nothing that actually mattered.
Right. Nothing you've noticed.
Because I've been around the house like quite a few times, and so more than anything, they've been incompetent and an inconvenience more than anything. A nuisance.
Right.
There we go. I say they, but it could have been one. I don't know how many it was.
Crazy.
Yeah, but it's easy to get away with because I live down in a pit. My driveway's about a football field long. And it goes uphill, to the street. So I'm down below street level, so no neighbors can see anything here.
Right.
I used to joke that there's nobody can hear the screams of my victims. So.
It's true.
Because 4.5 acres isn't much, but it's still a good bit. In the grand scheme of things. It's a pretty decent sized chunk of land for what this place is. But it's all, like I said, down below street level, basically.
Yeah.
The roof of my house, which is a 2-story house with a high roof that can have like an actual livable attic space in there, is even with the street, the roof is.
Right.
That's how deep this whole thing goes, because it's a pretty steep, long driveway that comes down, anyway, like if it snows here or ices, I'm not getting out of my driveway.
Right.
And I'm not going to shovel it because, like I said, it's a football field lawn. That's 100 yards of shoveling ice is not my thing. So I'll just cancel anything I'm doing that day, basically. So yeah, they could have all the time in the world down here, and nobody would ever see them or heard them. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
But if they come back, like I said, I've got a bunch of cameras all over the place now, so.
Well, I'm glad you're.
Those Amazon ones or whatever.
I'm glad you're surveilled and protected and safe.
Well, thank you. Me too. The more that I think about it, I don't think they even made it to the upstairs. Like, I almost think I might have interrupted them.
I didn't come prepared.
Why don't you loot that guy?
That's why I am dragging him out of the view. There was another dude.
Oh.
That was nearby.
Do they react to the dead bodies yet? Like they showed us in that one video?
I haven't tried. Could try.
I don't think that's in yet. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I would
It was
imagine.
something they showed us that they're working on, but I don't think they actually put it in yet.
What are you going on about?
Jeez, sounds like he's right next to me. What you going on about?
Time for the fun part.
Yeah, I don't even bother putting on gear anymore. I don't do any bunker missions because
This is gonna hurt.
things aren't ready for that yet. For me, I run into more issues doing that
I'm
that
gonna mess you up.
makes it worth it. So I still just do like space combat stuff now, which is weird because I used to love to get out of my ship and do combat stuff.
Yeah.
But they've made it so cumbersome now. It's not fun.
I don't know if it's my screen size where I got UI showing up over on the far left or far right. This AI knows I'm here, and I've hardly made any noise.
If you were unprepared, how did you kill him?
Unarmed.
Oh, okay.
Unarmed skill +1. I'm looting him. Can I? Where's his gun? Give me
So
the gun.
did you actually get a mule? And Ashhole
I
wants to know.
bought one. Yeah. Just one.
Same here.
I'm pretty tight on funds
Did
at
you
the
get
moment.
a Legionnaire?
I bought a war bond upgrade, like $10.
There is no war bond upgrade to the Legionnaire.
Yeah, there was. Pretty sure.
There
Or
was? No,
maybe I'm
there
wrong.
wasn't.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Hull A. I bought a
Okay.
war bond cross chassis upgrade. I think it was $10. The Legionnaire, I think I bought a cash cross chassis.
You can save $50 right now on the MSR.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. With lifetime.
Ooh.
Changing cover.
So
That's
yeah,
nice.
you get the Legionnaire, and then you through the upgrade chain, you upgrade it to the Scorpius, and then you upgrade it to
Good value, man.
the. There's another one in there somewhere. Because it comes out to a total of $50 that you save by doing special upgrades they have right now available. Only reason I know that is because one of the people I've been showing the game to and stuff wanted to get a MSR. I told him to wait till the event.
Right.
I knew that the Drake Mule was coming, so I told him to wait for that because it would probably have lifetime, and he could start with that. But it ended up being better to go with the Legionnaire because you save more money.
Oh yeah.
Because you're saving $20 on the Legionnaire as opposed to $5 on the other thing.
Right.
The Mule.
Here's our little patrol.
Wait a minute. What if you did start with the... Now I gotta look. If you went with the Mule and then upgraded it to a Legionnaire.
Now is it gonna run up here? The gun clipped through the ground when he let go. I think it's the best I've seen the Ravager shotgun ever work. Or maybe it's just crazy ideal for this situation, which is not common for how we normally play Star Citizen. 3 targets, I think that's probably all of them. Oh, there's a gun.
Oh no, that's why, because there's no war bond to the Legionnaire. I just said that too. No war bond upgrade to the Legionnaire, so you couldn't get the $20 savings by doing it that way.
Yeah, so I like.
I don't know why. Okay, that's right. Because the Vulture there's the war bond upgrade to the Vulture is available right now. That was the third one, which is $10 savings. And then the Scorpius upgrade was war bond, which is a $20 savings. So
Yeah, there was some good savings on a couple ships, but there's really no war bonds this event. I felt like they shut it down. The ability to jump, but I also haven't looked at the CCU game thing to see.
they're doing it as a website now.
Which, the CCU game?
Yeah, but you still need the add-on because that's the only way that they can get the info off of the site.
That makes sense.
But yeah, it's like ccugame.app, I think.
Okay. Oh, yeah, right. I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, believe me, this is gonna hurt.
There's one more. So that's 4? 5? Caterpillar is the safest one because it has the mines.
They need to not make them so predictable.
Well,
They need to figure out how to procedurally do these.
yeah. Well, I
So
think
that-
this is just the first step.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure, and I'm hoping that they'll end up that way though, so that you really don't know what you're getting into.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure that there was anything here. I think the last one I went to, we just leave so quick. I think we might have left so quick.
this Starfarer?
Sorry, was that you? You were garbled. You broke up.
Oh, weird. So what is this? A Starfarer?
Yeah. It's the Prolonade ones that, if they're Caterpillar, they have the trip mines. If it's this, which has been around longer, then it's typically has the troops in them.
I've seen trip mines in this one.
Have you? Hmm.
Yeah, around these packages, as a matter of fact, because that's what reminded me.
Hmm. I can hear the guy. I think he's just in the walls. This one I can't complete anyways. I'm pretty much here just hunting for fun. Another one's in the floor. It's like 3 in the row. Where one of the packages are in the floor. Or just not visible.
Everything seems to be going through the geometry lately.
Oh, this has been going on for a while.
It just, I don't know. I've never run into it as much as I have lately.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you put something on the ground, it'll fall through the geometry. You start, if you let go of a body, it'll fall through the geometry.
Right. Oh, I fell through at the first time I went to the Drake show. Standing at the elevator. Didn't even move.
You got hit by the invisible elevator.
I figured it was something like that. I didn't prove it yet, so I didn't say anything.
Yeah, that happened to one of us earlier also too. Basically, the elevator came in from the side and shoved them into the opening without the elevator, so they fell through.
And it's quick, so you don't even see it.
Yeah, well, it's invisible too. So
yeah,
but it somehow has a collision now that it used to not have.
Yeah.
Somebody checked a box they shouldn't have.
Oh, this guy's up. I forgot about up. Just need some
I want
xenomorphs.
you to show the mule after.
Show the mule. Oh, sure. Hey, FPS nerd, how's it going? Yeah, I got her parked right outside. We'll do the walkthrough. It should take about half an hour.
Yeah. You can get lost on it, you know.
Yeah. Gotta be real thorough, like we were with the Reclaimer.
Yeah.
And this is the cafeteria, where a facehugger will soon gestate in you and burst out of your chest.
Yep. As is what to happen.
Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing.
Oh, I don't know where that guy is. He's hit good.
He's probably through the geometry.
Yeah. You're making kitchen cabinets yourself? Nice.
Look at you, noob, leaving your ship open.
Yeah.
We've come on to bunker missions, and there's been people that were there before us and left their ships open. So
I just can't imagine someone getting the chance of someone getting one of these. Just can't imagine.
The missions they give everybody?
Yeah, well, this particular one. Anyways.
What's special about this one?
Nothing. That's why I don't.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
There's nothing special about this mission. So this is where you would stack 2 high, 4 boxes, and then 4 boxes.
No, that can pick up a whole big 1 SCU box too.
Oh, it can too?
Yeah, they said that in their.
Oh, see, I need to go watch it. So yeah.
It's not a watching thing. It's a reading thing.
And then it can carry 1 in the front.
Yeah. So
and then you got
2 solid SCUs of things.
And then 4 on each side.
3 on each side, they said.
No, it's 4 right now.
Huh? They said 3 in their thing, but because I don't think that those boxes you see on the back are actually lined up with the box.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's 3. So six total on the top.
And then 2 solid ones.
And it doesn't drive well on terrain, but it can get onto your ship and off your ship. As long as you don't bump into any rocks, it's fine. It's a very little cargo vehicle.
It provides atmosphere.
Yeah, like you want to do these kinds of missions that I'm doing, as long as everything is available to be grabbed, it'll speed it up for sure. And it's fast.
Is the driver's cabin sealed so that the vehicle can be used in harsh environments? Does it have a life support unit?
These are questions.
Yeah. It is fully sealed, so while inside the vehicle, you are protected from the environment. Can you wear a heavy environment suit like the Pembroke armor while seated in the driver's compartment? The answer is the Mule will fall in line with other vehicles and ships, so will either offer restricted access or impaired use based on the type of armor worn when this feature comes online in a future patch. How well armored is this vehicle compared to other ground vehicles? Does the SCU loaded in the rear receive an armor bonus against incoming damage? The Mule is not armored, as it is not designed to be used in a combat environment. It is essentially a cargo loading and transport vehicle. The cargo in the rear is not protected beyond being inside the vehicle. What ships will it fit in? Basically anything that can hold a Grey Cat rock. How maneuverable and fast is it compared to other ground vehicles? So it will, by the way, if you didn't know, it turns in place.
Ooh.
If you weren't familiar with that, if you stop and
Trying it now. Looks legit.
So it's a wheeled vehicle, but it uses the wheels like tank treads. It works on the same principles.
Yeah.
If you want to turn left, you rotate the right ones faster. Because I don't think that any of them actually turn, like steering wise.
Right. Can't do that in your Ursa rover.
That is true. But could you do that with a package on it, on the front?
Probably. I mean, if we could test it, I would.
Or would you end up like Austin Powers?
Yeah, might make a good short.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. You'd be pulling in Austin. I think you're right.
How capable is it off-road? Will the cargo have a negative impact on its off-road capability? And it says the Mule, while capable of going off-road, is not designed with significant ground clearance like dedicated off-road vehicles, so cannot traverse extreme terrain. Having cargo on board will impact handling in the future as the mass will be increased, but due to its location within the vehicle will help keep the center of mass low. Is it equipped with a rear view camera? And all vehicles and ships in the game have a rear view camera. However, this isn't bound by default. Players can enable it from the options menu.
I just want to know if I can jump it. Jump it?
Is the SU... Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Is
I
the
tried.
SU box fed and dispensed into the back of the vehicle via an automated process, or does it have to be physically pushed in and pulled out? And it says the mechanism at the rear is automated in terms of moving the cargo in and out of the vehicle, but it must be physically attached first by either tractor beam or driving over it.
So here's the rear and it's disabled.
What?
Or the rear function to work. I don't think it operates at all right now.
I think that's to drop the cargo in the front and rear.
Right.
No, the camera that they're talking about is
Oh.
your typical camera. There's a look backwards command in your controls. It's not defined by default. Yeah, see, retract and deploy. I think that's what that's for.
Yeah.
Some mission boxes and cargo are unstable, explosive, or sensitive to impacts. Can the Mule's chassis compensate for vibrations to keep cargo steady during rougher trips? As the mission boxes are physically attached to the vehicle, it does dampen impact somewhat, but direct hits to the cargo from either projectiles or rollover collisions should still cause concern. Can the 6 mission boxes be loaded manually? So see, they're saying 6.
Mm-hmm.
Or is the railing so high that they have to be placed via tractor beam? And it says players can reach them from the ground. Currently, they can only be loaded manually by hand. In the future, using a tractor beam will allow them to, quote, snap, end quote, into place. They are, once the boxes are attached to those racks, they are attached to the ship, like they would be on a ship if they were on the cargo grid.
Yeah.
So they won't move around. Let's see what else. Can the front SCU mount be moved up to climb steep ramps without touching down? And it says the front SCU mount raises a little when attached, but does not raise up like a traditional forklift. And then the question is, can the front SCU holder lift the crates high enough to stack 2, 3, or even 4 SCUs on top of each other? And it says no, it will only raise them above floor level and does not support stacking. This must be done either by crane or tractor beam. Can the Mule be spawned inside hangars we land in? It says, once we get persistent hangars and the updated cargo system working, we'd like to give players various ways to load and unload their landed or docked ships. This could be via things like handheld tractor beams and vehicles like the Mule, SRV, and MPUV. And it has weapon racks and personal inventory space. By the way, do you know where the weapon rack is?
I assume it's one of the enclosed.
No, it's under one of the shelves. I think it's the one on the driver's side.
Oh, okay.
The left side. It's on the outside, but it lets you store a rifle in there.
Okay.
Similar to the Gladius one.
Right. Okay. I'll look for that.
Yeah, and if it's not that side, it's the other side.
So here's how simple it is. Putting an item on. That place hover that we always get.
Yeah.
Done. Okay. You're saying it's underneath
the shelf, but on the other side, I believe.
fuel
No,
port.
sorry, you were on the right side.
Oh, okay.
It's a stream delay. Sorry.
Right. There's an inventory. I saw that.
Yeah, it has personal.
That's computer.
No, it's under the shelf, I believe.
Oh, here. I bet. Green button, but I'm not able to activate it. But I assume that is probably that. Oh, there we go. Oh, there you go.
So see, you can put your weapon.
Did it. Very nice. Thank you for that bit of knowledge. And I don't think there's any turbo boost on it. It would make sense. It's the basics.
They go on to say that the front forks or things they clamp from the sides, which should be pretty obvious. I don't know why this is even a question, but and the cargo is kept in place with magnets. How adjustable is the throttle when handling delicate loading from the front? It says the throttle isn't adjustable, but the overall acceleration is low enough to allow delicate loading. Does the Mule have a backup beeper sound so as not to crush other players, or a horn to warn them that they might be in the way? And it says no, not at the moment.
Yeah, it's Drake. You gotta figure out your own safety. Hey Ash, how you doing, man?
Are the lights capable of illuminating in front of the Mule if it's carrying a cargo box? As the box is raised up slightly, the lights go around and under it.
What other things have they released this week? There's the Scorpius last week, right? But at the Drake convention, you can go walk around in the Vulture and sit in it, climb around in it, turn the lights off and on. There's nothing UI in it that shows you that it will soon be scraping things, but it looks very done. It looks very pretty.
Well, it shows that the vehicle hit its target, but the actual salvage did not.
Right. We've seen lots of video gameplay from them showing that.
Yeah.
Where it's at, it looks good. Good night, Ace of Spades. You're falling asleep means I should probably be falling asleep. What time is it? I work for another 12-hour shift, and my phone's dead. I gotta get this on the charger. It's 12:23.
But yes, if anybody wants anything,
today's the final day now. This is the time to buy, right? If anyone's gonna buy. So yeah.
So if anybody's gonna buy anything and it's worth more than a Scorpius, you can save at least $50.
Yeah.
By doing or starting with the Legionnaire with lifetime for 100, and then upgrading from that to whatever it is that you're wanting to get, but include the upgrade to the Vulture, which is also a war bond available, and then the upgrade to the Scorpius, which has a war bond available upgrade, and you will save $50.
There's the Legionnaire.
On whatever you're purchasing.
Legionnaire is a new concept. Boarding ship. I think you save $20 on that if you buy it at War Bond.
Yes. It is 100 even.
Yeah.
War Bond.
There's some new paints for the Scorpius. There's one that looks like a Star Wars Rebel X-Wing. Yeah. I was glad they did that. I mean, why not, right? Yeah. I think that's it.
So why are you flying the Constellation?
I just grabbed something quick. I already had it configured through them. I wanted to see the Mule.
Black.
I know.
Black would carry it perfectly.
I know. I didn't have it configured, so I was like, whatever, I'll grab that.
See? Oh gosh, how the
I did an account reset a while ago, so.
They've lost. Those cutlasses have lost.
No, I still got them. Or do I have a black? That's a question. Do I have a black? I'd have to check. Discussion.
Will it fit into a red in that tiny little space?
I wonder. Yeah.
You'd have to do it sideways, probably.
Didn't the rock fit in there with the, like, you prop it up against the door?
Well, if the rock fits, then this fits. So
what vehicle am I thinking that did that? Anyways. Yeah, the Vulture looks very ready to go. Like, it looked finished.
The Scorpius was kind of a disappointment, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's a great fighter, but it has the problem that the Constellation had early in its day. The wings could be blown off, and then oh man, it loses a lot of control without.
Oh,
like,
it does.
One side of its wings.
Yep.
Like you start spinning way out of control. And I was in a fight with a player the other day, doing a bounty thing.
Yeah.
And I was flying it. It was my first time flying it, and they blew off 2 of my wings on the left side, and I couldn't go forward because if I pushed forward at all, it would just spin out of control.
Right. Yeah,
And
it's
then-
pretty much eject
so
at
I
that
had to
point.
go- I could only fly backwards.
Oh wow. And
So
then it
I
was
was
stable
flying
backwards.
Backwards, yeah, it's stable backwards. If you run into that, but then it was a long fight. I lasted a lot longer than I thought I would, with
Yeah.
only 2 guns left. Because that's the other thing, you lose the weapons that are on the wings too.
Yeah.
So you're actually like, yeah. So that's kind of a disappointment a little bit. So
And the Hurricane wins. I mean, it's got the 2 guns on the front. You got to basically ram in them to knock them off.
right. But
So
they also mentioned in their ship question thing that they did Friday that the Hurricane's a little too powerful. So
yeah.
just letting you know.
Yeah. No, I think it is. I mean, it wasn't until they fixed turrets, and then it was like, oh, okay, it's really good. Yeah. I mean, we all checked it out. We all had that instinct. Okay, they fixed turrets.
But it's
What
still
has
gonna
turrets?
have an advantage in that you can't blow the wings off. Or
Yeah.
if you do, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Not for that ship.
And I don't know, man. I don't like that. And
Or maybe that
it
ship
loses
should.
that Star Wars feeling, because in Star Wars they could have, I guess, in theory, but the most you'd see is like one of the 4 wings get blown off.
Yeah.
You didn't see like the 2 wings get blown off at once.
Or maybe the Hurricane isn't really only good in space, and the Scorpius just excels in Atmo because of the wings. So.
Actually, they were saying that it would go faster, or
Oh, and
no.
it's
No, they were
retracted.
saying, yeah, well, there was going to be another option. I thought they said that where you could bring the wings together for like atmospheric,
Right.
so that it's a 2-wing ship at that point,
Right.
instead of 4.
Oh, like
You
an
just bring
X-wing.
them- Yeah, you just clap them together. So that'll be another setting somewhere in it, I guess, that you can do.
Right. Cycle through these
I
modes.
do like that they added that keyboard shortcut for transform.
I was thinking, should be trying that on the Reliant core and see if that helps it, or if they've even looked at that. Because
Well, they're still having issues with that because they're still giving loaners for any Reliant.
are they?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because they're having issues with that.
Yeah. Anyways, I need to end the
Such an
stream.
old ship.
I need to go to bed because I got to be up
Okay.
in like 6 hours here. So, and I got to work for 12, and I got to do this, I think, for another 2 or 3 days. Coming off of this cold.
Thank you for the stream, Marcus.
Thanks for coming to hang out and chat. Appreciate it. And thanks everyone for watching.
No, thank you, Marcus.
No, thank you, Metallica.
You can thank yourself, okay?
So good. Okay, I'm gonna go to end credits. Back to WoW for you. Playing WoW. Wow. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I've been jumping in every now and then, playing myself. I was playing that the other day.
Where are you?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like some of the stuff they're doing, but that's a conversation for another time.
Yeah. Thank you for the follow and the raid. Thank you all my moderators. Thank you everyone for watching. Appreciate the support. See if I can set up a raid. It's funny, I forgot how to set up raids in Mix It Up. I think they did an update and it disappeared.
I was going to ask you how that's been working out for you.
It's good. I haven't, other than that. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to Twitch manually and do it. It'll be easier. Let's go raid maybe a new Twitcher. New Star Citizen.
You want to one of the new new guys that I've been getting into the game is actually streaming.
Okay.
Unless you have one already picked.
No, I'm still trying to get to the window. Stream manager, here we go. Rechannel. Oh, and Narcissus is on.
Raid, right?
Yeah.
/raid in the name.
Trying to bring up a list to see who's on.
Okay.
Eric Black is in Star Citizen?
Yeah, he plays on PlayStation.
I just don't see him so often, so cool.
Well, it's because the event going on, and so the bigger
Right.
streamers take notice. But,
Right. What was the guy you want me to read?
Shit, how did he spell his name?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's easy. It's Meatball 343 guy.
He's got 3. It's playing. And commercial for 12 seconds. Hold on.
Gotta love Twitch and their stupid pre-roll commercials.
Yeah. Song is still so good to me. Yes. Mr. Pixel Vegas. Who's got a fancy chair? Look at that. All lit up. Okay, we're gonna go raid. Give him a follow. Watch him. Enjoy. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. You guys have a great night.
Help him out. He's new.
Yes, please. Ready up. Oh, sevens, everyone. Have a good night.
Thanks again, Marcus.
Thank you, Metallica.
Damn, it went off. Well, let's try to get the last right in.
Yeah.